you said the other day that you had a team of guys who can hit threes and they would get better, and they did. What changed? Better looks or just shots falling?
You talking about us?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably didn't have enough guys get warm, but we do have a number of guys that can really shoot the ball. I think, obviously Ethan played with tremendous confidence. Jamal, is a guy that has always been able to score the ball. We have a number of other guys that can certainly shoot the ball, and so in the long run, that's a real positive as I look at this team down the road. I think we will be able to score from a number of different people. A number of guys can have a double-figure night as we move along and we get a lot better. So that hopefully as we go along will be a positive of this team. We think it is, and hopefully that'll play out.
What does it do for your offense to have Ethan working the way he was tonight?
Yeah, he was fantastic. He's it's great to see guys that put in extra work or do something, a little bit unusual like he did to lose the weight that he lost. That's not easy to do, Heck, I can't lose 3 pounds, for God's sake. It's hard as heck. So whenever somebody puts their mind to something and really makes a big change, I admire that, and I love to see it rewarded. And he was rewarded tonight. He is capable of that. But look, go back to last year. He had some tremendous games for us as a freshman, and he was outstanding tonight. And I'm thrilled because I can see he's got his confidence, and he's got his rhythm back, and we're going to need that.
Southern Miss was 54% from three and almost 50% from the field. How much of that was defensive breakdowns?
Yeah,
How much
well,
was
that is the
making
story of
shots?
the game. That is the game, right? That's the game. The game is the fact that they shot the ball from three as well as anybody I can remember in a long time. And I learned a long time ago not to make real strong judgments before you watch the film on that. I thought the first half they hit quite a few tough shots. I did. I thought the first half they were guarded threes, and there's not much more you can do. You don't want to foul them, which I think we did once. You can't foul a three-point shooter, but you get close, you get a hand up. Second half, I felt like maybe that wasn't the case. They had a few series where they really penetrated well, forced the help, kicked it back, and pretty hard to guard, but we didn't do a great job with that. But I would reserve judgment. But I do know that somehow, some way, you just can't let somebody shoot that well, and that is the story of this game. I mean, you cannot. I looked at this. We get stats, of course, at timeouts and whatever, and I think it was a 6-point game, something like that. We were down, and I saw their shooting percentage. I can't believe we're even in the game. I mean, you can't be in the game when you're given those kind of numbers. So, really disappointing, real painful. But before I would really know whether, I really like to study the film and say, okay, well, they hit a bunch of tough ones, or we played poorly defensively, and I'm not quite sure of that yet.
With Southern Miss shooting so well from three, 57% in the first half, 50 in the second, your guys dropped off in the second half.
Yeah.
Was it a change in the kind of looks they were getting, or just human nature cooling off?
I thought we started the game really poorly offensively. I thought we were in the wrong mindset. I didn't think we shared the ball well, and I thought we had just poor thoughts of what we were trying to do. And then I thought we really settled in, I don't know, for the last 12 or 13 minutes. I loved the shots we were getting. I liked our awareness. I thought we were in great shape. I thought we could have really extended the lead. We almost did. We couldn't stop them. And then the second half, I think we got rushed a little bit. We got down, and I didn't feel we were as good in the second half. They also did a good job of Swarm and Ethan. We had kind of played off of him. They did a good job and made that difficult as well. So probably just didn't play as in rhythm the second half. But again, defense, not the inability to stop them. And I will say too, we did great. The rebounding couldn't have been better the first half. Second half it flipped on us, and there was no way we could allow that to happen and try to win the game.
This is the second straight game where more than half your shots have come from beyond the arc. Do you think you guys are maybe getting a little over-reliant on that?
Yeah, you know, it's not by design. We're not trying to shoot all threes. We're really not. I will say we have played against basically, in a sense, two zones. We played against zone. Northwestern State played zone, I think, if you counted, probably 29 minutes of that game. And, you know, they had really good length, and we shot a lot of threes. Missed a lot of great looks in that game, but this time they play a very, very, very packed-in switching defense, which becomes basically like a zone. I mean, that's the definition of a zone, right? You don't follow your man around. They're switching everything, and they're packed in. So you are going to get more threes against them. Other kinds of, you know, defense maybe, you know, are not going to be as easy to get a three. Some teams are going to play exactly the opposite. They're going to say, we're not going to let you shoot a three, and then the stat sheet will look a lot different. So I think probably we're taking what we're giving. You know, yeah, I don't want to have that imbalance, but at the same time, over time, if we're taking good shots and a lot of threes, if they're open, I'll feel good about that.
Does that packed-in defense that you're describing make it hard, even when Southern Miss went small? Because there were some times it looked like they had 5 guards out there.
They did. They played 5 guards. Yeah.
Yeah, does it
And we
make
did
it
a
hard
good job
to...
exploiting the first half, and you know, they made, I guess, a little bit of an adjustment. You know, second half they knew what we were trying to do, but we didn't do it as well the second half for whatever reason. But yeah, they have played that way for years. These guys are seniors, a lot of them, and they've been small. They've played small. They've played 4 guards. They're very good at it. It's not like just for our game they figured this. They've been doing this, and I give Doc a lot of credit because, you know, you have to protect when you do play small. And if you can, then you're hard to guard because the matchups are so bad. And I've had teams in the past where we played 4 guards, and I loved having that mismatch as long as you can negate the inside game at the other end.
When they go small like that, what were they able to do to keep you from pounding it inside either to Ethan or Isaiah or one of your other bigger guys?
They front, and they do a tremendous job, as good as anybody we've seen. And again, this is their training over 2 years. They front, they'll get around you to make you throw over the top, but they always know who their help guy is. They always know their help, and they just, we saw it on film. I mean, it's something they do better than anyone I've seen, honestly, to protect. And again, it was out of necessity. Doc's a heck of a coach. He knows how to do that. They've been doing it for a couple of years, and they know how to protect. They front, they get behind, they swarm like crazy. They're very good at trapping the post and rotating out, and I'm sure they work at that all the time. It looks like on film, but it definitely looked like that today.
How does a team with a small lineup like that get out-rebound you guys?
That's a great question. That's a very, very good question. Don't have the answer for that one.